You ever walk into an office, a store, or a restaurant and just flip a light switch? Of course you have. We all do. But behind that one simple flick is this incredibly powerful, complex, and honestly, invisible world that keeps our entire economy humming. So today we're going to pull back the curtain and explore the hidden world of the commercial electrician.
Okay, first things first, let's get one thing crystal clear. The wiring in your house, it's not even in the same league as what's powering a business. On one side, you've got your home's electrical system. It's familiar, it's lower voltage, but on the other side, you've got commercial. And that is a whole different beast. We're talking way higher voltages, specialized setups like three-phase power for heavy-duty machinery, and systems built to handle massive, constant loads. It's really like comparing a garden hose to a city fire hydrant.
Because, in the business world, it's about so much more than just keeping the lights on. It's about powering huge industrial machines, entire data centers, massive commercial kitchens, you name it. The stakes are just incredibly high, and the power demands are totally unique.
So when you have these kinds of high-stakes, specialized needs, you can't just call up any electrician. Nope. You need a specialist. You need a licensed commercial pro, the expert who lives and breathes the stuff. And it's pretty straightforward, really. These are licensed professionals who specialize, and that word specialize is key here, in the electrical systems for places like offices, warehouses, and factories. This isn't just a side gig for them. They are absolute masters of a very specific, very demanding craft. And this is a big deal. We're not just talking about a job. This is a highly regulated profession built on layers of trust, and, most importantly, safety. Think about it. A Red Seal certification? That's the national gold standard. They also have to be complete masters of these super dense legal codes, like Alberta's Safety Codes Act and the Canadian Electrical Code. The bottom line here is that every single wire they touch is governed by strict rules designed to protect property and, of course, people.
All right, so we know who they are, but what do they actually do all day? Let's dive into the huge toolkit of services they use to keep modern businesses up and running.
Everything has to start with a strong foundation. You can't run a high-tech data center or a busy restaurant kitchen on the same wiring you've got in your bedroom. So first, you have to build out that core infrastructure that can handle all that immense power.
And this is what that foundation looks like. We're talking about upgrading massive electrical panels, sometimes up to 600 amps, just to handle today's power needs. They're the ones running all the wiring for new buildings and installing dedicated circuits for everything from server rooms to heavy machinery. This is literally the bedrock of any business.
And you can see how getting this foundation right makes a huge difference. For a business owner, a proper panel upgrade isn't just some technical box on the wall, it's peace of mind. It's knowing your entire operation can run safely and reliably. That's what true professional work delivers.
Okay, so once all that raw power is in place, the next job is to channel it. You got to make sure it's being used in a way that makes a modern business safe, smart, and efficient.
And these systems, they are absolutely crucial. Switching to LED lighting doesn't just make a place brighter, it can seriously slash energy bills. Fire alarm and emergency systems, well, those are completely non-negotiable for keeping people safe and staying up to code. And you know what? Those boring-sounding maintenance programs are what prevent catastrophic failures that could cost a business thousands in lost revenue overnight. But hey, commercial electricians aren't just stuck in the present. They are actively building the future. They're the ones helping businesses adapt to tomorrow's technology right now.
Seriously, think about it. Installing commercial EV chargers, that gives a business a real competitive edge, attracting both customers and employees. And that data and communication wiring, that's basically the central nervous system of any modern company. And backup power, that makes sure that even if the whole grid goes down, the business doesn't.
So where do you actually find these experts at work? Well, the short answer is pretty much everywhere. Their skills are needed across this incredible diversity of business sector. I mean, just think about it for a second. Is there any way the power grid for a busy restaurant kitchen is the same as one for a high-tech office building? Or a giant warehouse versus a luxury hotel? No way. Each one is a totally unique puzzle, and this just scratches the surface of the kind of adaptable expertise these pros need. Okay, so let's say you're a business owner and you need some serious electrical work done. What does that actually look like? What's the experience like? Let's take a look at the project blueprint to see how a complex job gets done right every time. It's a really clear, structured path. It all kicks off with a consultation where they figure out exactly what you need. Then comes a detailed, fixed-price quote, so no nasty surprises later.
They schedule the work to cause as little disruption as possible, even if that means working after hours. The installation itself is done to code by certified pros, and the whole thing wraps up with an official inspection and all the paperwork. It's a process built on clarity and professionalism from start to finish.
And you can see how that process pays off in the real world. That focus on clear and precise communication right from the start, combined with fast, efficient service, that's what turns a potentially stressful technical job into a genuinely positive experience for the client.
So, after seeing all the complexity, the incredible skill, and the professional process, we can finally circle back to where we started and really recognize the essential but so often overlooked role these pros play in our world. And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. Commercial electricians are truly the invisible engines of our economy. They are quietly, expertly powering the very places where we work, where we shop, and where we connect with each other every single day.
So the next time you walk into a business, maybe you'll see a little more than just the lights. Maybe you'll see that complex web of power humming along behind the walls, all thanks to these specialists. And that makes me wonder, what other hidden experts are out there quietly keeping your world running?